Rogers Adventure. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get this party going. Let's go. Well, welcome to the vlog, everybody. Oh man, it's Friday. I'm so happy. Yes, Friday. That means off for Saturday, Sunday. It's an exciting time. Once you've been working hard the whole week long, everyone should be off on the weekends and just enjoying their days off. But we're on the move again today. It's Friday. The weather's beautiful out there. It's not too hot again, and I love the breeze. And I'm just roaming around town, driving around and see what's up, what's happening, if there's any excitement. So let's come along. Let's go on another Adventure Friday and see where the action is. All right. So I'm heading towards East Oakland, actually. And I'm not even sure I want to go on this part of town, but my car seems to be heading that way. And as usual, the roads suck here. Man, I don't know what's going on in this world. The cities are not taking care of their roads and streets. Gotta be careful right here. We got merging traffic. Look, this one patch of road they paved. They put new tar. And the rest of the road up ahead of it is bad. Oh man, here's the Oriental Tea House. They used to have dim sum. Looks like they're closed. Probably went out of business. It's a big restaurant. Nobody's buying, nobody's eating in. Well, I guess that guy who owns it, I actually know the guy who owns that place, and he's a jerk. I'm sure he has a lot of money already, because in the past it was a busy place. Well, the streets over here look pretty quiet. Don't see too many people again. You know, people are still afraid. People are still afraid to go out. And when you don't have that kind of money anymore to do stuff like you used to when you had a job, people tend to stay home. Look, that's the only thing great. See that Oakland sign? You know you're in Oakland when you see garbage all over the place. They don't even look at the garbage cans on the side. Oh man. Abandoned buildings still. I don't dare. Ooh, they got a Carl's Jr. here now. There's this mall. For years there was nothing there but an empty lot. But they seem to have a lot of stuff over there. They're open. There's a car stereo. Ooh, they boarded up everything over there. I'm going to turn off here. I'm not going to go any further down that road because it is dangerous. Dangerous in that stretch of road. It's bad neighborhoods. And it's, you know, the bad thing about Oakland is you got a mixture of good people, and then you got your neighbors that may be bad, maybe drug dealers, drug addicts. But there's still generally a lot of good people out in Oakland. You know, I grew up in Oakland, and I never experienced anything really bad. Ooh, look at this house. Do you see this house on the right? God, they got these huge pots. Wow. That's weird. Well, not weird, but just unusual. Why would they put stuff like that in front of your house? Big pot. I don't know if there's plants in it. I'm not sure. I gotta be careful around here. Look at these cars, man. They're speeding like crazy. Yeah, the people in Oakland, you're really horrible drivers. They think they own the road. Gotta be careful, people. I tell my niece who works out in Oakland that she's got to be careful wherever she's driving. Don't take chances out here. Now see this guy over here? This guy in the black car? He passes me up. There's nowhere to go. The traffic is heavy. The roads are bad. People here are so impatient. I don't care. That's why I always have my dash cam on all the time. Because if somebody hits me, I'll have evidence. Because a lot of these people who drive around here, they don't have license. They don't even have insurance. But that's the law. Here's that guy in the black car again. Stupid guy. And here's an idiot that decides to park his car in the middle of the street, stop and talk with their friends with the door open. Wow, man. What's up with you, you stupid ass? Well, stupid ass people. Oh yeah, we turned back and I mentioned about that Chinese restaurant. Wow, look at all the garbage. And there's that fool that passed me up over there, and they're going through the parking lot. Oh man, look at the garbage at this Chinese restaurant. Man, what's up? Let me move this stuff out of the way. Well, yesterday, oh man, I forgot to take out the my power bank. I left it on the front of my car, and the camera took pictures of it, so it's appearing on the video. Sorry guys. And there's that idiot again. He just can't, he's just impatient, just driving around using the parking lots to get out and try to exit. And this is a bad road here. Why is a lot of people here? Okay, we'll be back because we're stuck. Right, we're back. That was a horrendous intersection. There were cars coming out really fast from all directions, some coming from the freeway, and that was bad. And I know why it's so busy, because it was the freeway entrance there. And here we got a knucklehead here, a turtle. Look at this guy driving like 5 miles an hour just to turn right. What's up with you, man? Speed it up. Oh my God. Did you see that? He was going like 2 miles an hour just to turn right. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so that's probably one of the most interesting things I see every day is when I'm driving around. You watch all the really retarded people who are driving. Oh man, I can't tell you. Every mile, less than a mile, there's always some person that just shouldn't be deserving of a car. You should be driving. Shoot. And look at this place, man. This Chinese restaurant's been boarded up. I guess they're not gonna open. They really bombarded that place. I don't know if they busted their windows or not, but you know, it's time to open up and stop closing down and with your board up your windows, and looks kind of unsightly. Oh, and look at that retarded liquor store over there. He painted signs, Black Lives Matter. Oh, look at the kitties. Oh, look at that. The older brother taking his younger brother's hand. Well, just keep watching. Just keep watching, guys. You'll see that it's just a never-ending. Ooh, that was a big-ass pothole. I'm trying to be very alert when I'm driving now. I'm looking really at the roads. Now, mind you, I don't do a lot of driving when I'm vlogging. But I realize, and I'm using but again, I realize that if I'm going to get from point A to point B fast, the next best thing really is to drive. Now, I was going to go towards Oakland, but I decided not to. You know, it's Friday. You got all the stupid people out there. Friday's notoriously famous for people who go out and hang out with their friends and drink out on the side. I don't know if you saw it earlier, that idiot was blocking the whole street with his busted up truck with his passenger door open, and sitting on the sidewalk talking to his friend, I guess. Now, if his car was broke down, which I could understand, it's okay, you know, if you're blocking the street, you can't help it. But he didn't have any hazards on. Emergency lights weren't on. His front hood was not open to, because those are the things that you do. Well, that was a beautiful house. Sorry about that. Oh man, there's some beautiful houses around here. And anyway, you got to have your hood up so that people will know that you're stuck. But he didn't have anything like that. He was smiling on the street. So that's, well, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Nobody wants to break down. But that car was really old. It was a really old vehicle. I don't know what year it is. Now here we are at another intersection. Okay. And I hate these intersections, man. There's a lot of blind spots. You don't know where, or you can't see the oncoming traffic. But guys, we're in one of the more residential, affluent neighborhoods here in San Leandro. And we're gonna pass by a high school. We'll be back. We're at the stoplight. And here we are, riding along the streets. Looking for somewhere, maybe to get some snacks. Let me see. Yeah, we're part of San Leandro when there's, here's the high school. You can't see it. One of the few high schools here in the city. It's been notorious for a lot of bad kids hanging out and causing trouble. They did really made it a bigger school, I noticed. Added some big buildings out there. I figured that when there's only like one or two high schools in the whole city, that, and there's still a lot of students around, gotta make it build either more high schools or build the existing high school, make it bigger so they can accommodate more students. But I like this area here because they have wonderful trees. It's one of the better neighborhoods. But actually, there's no really bad neighborhood in the city. There's always I mean, this city itself, they really try to maintain all the streets. They really get on your case if you have garbage lying around. Especially the people here, the neighborhood, the people who live here, they want to keep the value of their house. I mean, if you have like people throwing trash and oh yeah, you can't park your abandoned vehicles here. You can't, if you have a lot of cars and you don't drive it, you can't just leave it out on the street. They'll take it and tow it, which is good. They don't do that in Oakland, man. There's so much trash. There's so much abandoned vehicles. There's a lot of homeless people living out on the streets. But the bad thing, you know, I feel bad for the homeless people, but at the same time, you know, if you allow these people to keep bringing in garbage at their place of where they're staying, you know, it's very unsightly. Well, it's a sanctuary city, and it's a city where they allow illegals to live free from deportation or from the border patrol, the immigration. They won't allow them to harass or jail any of these illegal immigrants. Some of them are a lot of criminals. It's a really a lousy thing that these cities are doing, man. I'm telling you, sucks. Why the hell do they allow people like that? Criminals, gangsters. Now, you heard about what happened. Well, in mostly sanctuary cities, they're like Democratic owned. See, here I go again, you know, with the Democrats. They have a horrible, horrible history of not doing anything. The cities that they govern are really horrible. They get paid a lot of money to take care. They don't take care. There's always rampant crime, shootings, homicides, everything that you can imagine that would destroy the livelihoods or to make it a difficult place to live. And if you don't believe me, this city, San Leandro, is one of the few Democratic mayors here that, well, she's actually forced to do her job because most of the people who live here are working class, used to be middle class people. So if she doesn't do her job, they'll find somebody else. Well, I'm kind of thirsty, and here's my regular stop every day. I'm going to McDuck. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's good to go here. Wow, I'm amazed there's nobody here. Usually this place is crowded. Well, I'm driving around this evening and the traffic on the other side is busy. I guess people are going home. It is quitting time. Let's try to get in the other lane, but these guys won't give me a chance. And I noticed some of the changes that are going on, and it's the I've seen a lot of trucks, big trucks, and I guess that's probably the best job to have nowadays is these truck driving jobs. People got to deliver products, the people got to deliver items, groceries. So that's a good job to have. But if you're in a restaurant business, or you're in a mall, or you're retail, usually mostly the jobs that are paying like 15 bucks an hour or $10 an hour, those jobs are gone. They're not even people are not even working. Office people, maybe. I don't know about the tech industry. I've heard stories that some tech companies are closed, and I don't think so. Google is open, Facebook is open. Those companies are open. Oh man, look at that job. There's this company on my left. They recycle aluminum and metal. What a horrible job. Hard job. And I see mostly Latin Americans, Mexicans doing that type of work. That's one thing you got to appreciate about our neighbors to the south. They're willing to do any type of job, even if it's working in the dumps. Hey, by the way, I worked in the dumps in the garbage company, and I'm telling you, that is one of the filthiest jobs in the world, sorting through garbage. I mean, just the name itself, they call it garbage sort. Man, I was going through bags of crap, dead animals. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. It was sick. I must have done that job for like about 2 months. Man, I hated that job so bad. I mean, there was so much work. You sorted the garbage. You go on this conveyor belt way on the top, and then you sorted all these garbage, these big ass garbage, like these big trees, these cement blocks, you name it. Anything that people drop or dispose of, or whether it's commercial or residential, big ass heavy items, man. We had to sort that crap, and we had recycles in one area, we had papers in one area, we had oh my god, it was sick. I mean, if you didn't have a brain, then that's your job. But there were nice people working there. I just didn't think that most of the people who worked there were very bright. And let me tell you one thing about working in that company, and not everybody treated me bad, but I had co-workers, so they think that because you do that type of job, you weren't too smart. And I know that the majority of the people that were working there were illegals. They didn't have papers. Most of them were Mexicans. And some of them were nice. Then there were those other ones that were always telling me, oh, you know, you should do this, you should do that. You know how that mentality is, because you're the new guy on the block, that they're really trying to test your God, what is that? Push your buttons, man, to see how you would react if they tell you something to do. But overall, man, it was like everybody else was pretty cool. It was just that it was just so damn dirty, man. I was sorting all this shit, lifting these 50-pound blocks, and there were women working there. There were some not so big women, man, average height and weight, picking up these big tree trunks and these heavy metal stuff, and oh man, blocks of concrete, you name it, anything that was heavy goes along that conveyor belt. And I said, man, and this was going on for 8 hours, and it was non-stop. Imagine this whole recycling business was 24 hours. Okay, and after the end of the shift, because we were out on this big platform sorting this mountainous crap, doo-doo. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm gonna change the subject. I guess when you don't have a job and have nothing to do, you'd go over here. This is like a little estuary on my right, and I see a lot of people fishing. There's no fish here, guys. There aren't any fish around here. Well, I guess it's just an excuse to keep busy, and I saw several people out there with fishing poles. Oh yeah, everywhere I go, even if it's by the marina park, all along the seashore, you see a bunch of people just fishing. And for years, man, it's been known there's no fish over there. But yet these people, they got their fishing poles and they're out there fishing. Hey, but one thing you got to know is that this water there is all polluted because there's a lot of industries here that dump their waste. So you definitely don't want to be eating anything that comes out of those waters over here if you catch a fish. And usually the type of fish that do live in those waters that are really horrible, dirty, are these things called, God, what is that? They're tiny fish, bullhead. I don't know. I think they call them bullhead fish. And they're the scavengers. They eat everything dirty in the water. So if you got waste, like chemicals being dumped in the bay, and you eat those fish, oh yikes. I mean, I used to go crabbing. There's a place in San Francisco called Pier 39, and there was an area there. I used to go there, and I didn't know because I was a kid. And I bought a crab net, and I put some chicken in there. And it was an area where there was nobody around, so I figured, oh man, maybe I'll try crabbing here. Because I saw a couple of guys doing it, some Asian dudes. Oh man, if you could see way on the other end of this estuary, there's a bunch of people just fishing. And this water is sickly dirty. I wouldn't even go swimming in there, let alone eat anything that comes out. Oh, by the way, I got sidetracked. And I was crabbing there. I swear to God, not even 2 minutes. I felt something on my net, so I pulled it up, and it was a bunch of crabs, small ones. And in less than 30 minutes, I caught like about 10 or 15 crabs. And as I was putting it in my bucket, this Vietnamese guy came, or Chinese dude came by and says, "Oh, be careful." I go, "Why?" "No allow. You have to have license. No fishing, no crabbing. You will get in trouble." I go, "Oh no." So man, I panicked. I just said, "Well, what am I gonna do? Can't just get rid of this crab, and they look good." Well, anyway, to make a long story short, I brought those crabs home, and then I thought to myself, shall I cook these babies? And I said, oh man, maybe not. And so I asked my cousin, I called her, I go, "Hey, I got some crabs here I caught in San Francisco. Are you guys interested?" And my cousin goes, "Oh my God, don't bring that here. That thing is dirty, polluted. Throw it out." I threw it out, man. I'm telling you. But anyway, getting back to the garbage deal again, I keep getting sidetracked with things happening around me, and that garbage job was the worst. And I have to give much respect to those folks that work there, because without those people sorting through all that garbage, it's going to be a mess. I mean, garbage will be piled everywhere in the city. Even the rats are still bad. They're getting bad. But it'll get even worse if no one takes care of that garbage. And I guess Americans, and that's the whole bad thing, the issue about people are, complaining about there's a lot of illegals out here, and but I think there's got to be a better way of keeping track, because a lot of these illegals are bad people. They don't belong. They just cross the border. If you go down to LA way, you see a lot of gangs. You see a lot of crime, man. And if you go to the prisons now, and as a former law enforcement, I just see it, man. I go, wow, man. It's all these Mexicans down here. What's up? You got a lot of people from Latin American countries. They don't have any education. They're just wanting to get out of their country because Mexico and Venezuela. I mean, even today, man, those countries are racked. They're so poor. Nobody wants to go there. Their government is all messed up, like in Mexico. And that Venezuela, man, that's another mess. They got 2 presidents over there. Who's the right president? I don't know, man. That used to be a very wealthy country, but not anymore. It's bad. But you got all these people here that come to America, and I give them respect. But at the same token, you got to keep track of these people, who they are, where they're from, and if they have any criminal backgrounds. I mean, there's a lot of. Not all Mexicans or Latin Americans are criminals, but there are quite a few. Drugs, and that was the number one problem here. These folks come out here dealing drugs when you can't find a job, and the bad things are these gangs. And they got this one gang, the MS-13 people. Oh my God, they infiltrated the country. And no, they're just violent, man. They chop you up. They don't like you. They chop you up, man. Cut you up. Oh, it's horrible, man. So there's got to be a way to keep track of people. I mean, we're welcoming people to come here and do those jobs, like work in the garbage, and also those folks that were working really hard in the fields. I can remember way back that industry of picking fruits and vegetables and nuts and anything you can imagine was done primarily with Filipinos. But those old timers, those guys that first came here, they couldn't find a job. They didn't speak English very well too, so many of them have died. And so what you have now are the more educated Filipinos now that are here or have been coming in, allowing to come here, like the nurses. And that's why you see a lot of Pinoys here in America, because back then, you know, it was fine. You're allowed to come here as long as you had a skill. But then you got all these other Filipinos that they were allowed to come here as tourists to visit. They never went home. They're looking for the American dream, man. Hey, listen, man, everybody wants the American dream. I know tons of people out here, that close friends of mine, that they don't have papers, but they're here and they're working and they're contributing to society. It's the ones that we worry about are those criminals that are allowed. And so I don't know, maybe they should make a law that says that if you want to work, it's okay if you're illegal, but we got to know your name, we got to know your history, we got to do a criminal check, background check to see if you're okay. And that way, if these people are documented, who knows, within a few years, if the employers feel that these workers deserve an opportunity to become part of society here and have the rights and the permits to work here, then they'll give them that opportunity. But now you have people that are just for years now, they're living in limbo. They basically go to work day to day and they don't know what's going to happen to them in the future. And then there's a case of a lot of these employers here. And oh, by the way, I don't know if you've seen that recently, the big tech companies, the Rotary Club, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, some Republicans, and mostly Democrats, they want to import more foreign workers to America. Hey, if there aren't anybody here, and if Americans don't want to do the job, well, you better force them to do the job, because you shouldn't allow these Americans to be receiving free money, your tax money, so that they can stay home. And we're not going to allow all these people from different countries to come over here unless whatever you bring to this country intellectually, or if you can contribute to the intellectual part of the country, then maybe if you bring something, your skills, bring professional skills and experience to this country, you could be an asset here. But we can always hire people here to do the lesser jobs. And just remember, a lot of these companies, when they hire illegals, they pay them dirt cheap. They don't earn that much, man. And then when Americans try to get the same company, they're discriminated on. Oh, no, we don't want an American working in my company because, number one, they complain too much about the conditions. They want to unionize. That's the American way, man. And that's why these big companies like Facebook and Google and the Rotary Club, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and these politicians want all these foreigners to come over here and take away American jobs, when Americans should be given that opportunity first. When you can get these people off the welfare line and the free money, get them to work, then you're doing okay. And if there are jobs left over, then offer it to other people who are willing to do that job and maybe not have proper papers. Document them, let them know. But that's my feeling. A lot of people are going to say, oh man, you're discriminating, you're racist. No, I'm not. We're just thinking about our future. And we'll be back. Well, we're just passing one of the biggest corporations in the world. These guys over here. One of the biggest hospitals, Kaiser. I don't like it. A lot of foreigners there now. I mean, my doctor before, when I was with Kaiser, was from India. So it's like I said, we come to a situation where all these businesses here, whether it's in medical or tech or whatever, They prefer hiring people from foreign countries. And what is the reason behind that? Are you trying to tell me that their Americans are dumb? They're not smart? Oh, wow, look, to my right. This whole land was owned by Kaiser, and now it's empty. That used to be a lot of buildings there. The old Kaiser building, wow. And they closed it. Man, that's interesting. Now we're going towards North Oakland, Broadway section. I might come back here tomorrow and film more. It's pretty interesting here. But getting back to the subject I was talking about earlier is about gentrification in Oakland. It's meaning that a lot of businesses and companies are moving here because they can't afford to set up shop in San Francisco. You know, property here is a little bit cheaper, but the infrastructure here is bad. You know, you got abandoned buildings, you don't have enough living spaces for everybody. But the bad thing about gentrification is that it forces poor people out and they got nowhere to go. You know, these old apartment complexes, well, some of these apartment complexes deserve to be torn down. But the landlords there, they're smart. They remodel their apartments, and then once they do that, they kick all the old tenants out. And when they get the new, there's no way to prevent them from doing it. They tell them, they give them notice that within a year you got to move out because we're going to remodel the place. And once they remodel the place, they have a reason to kick them out and rent those same buildings and one bedrooms for $2,000-$3,000. And there's no shortage of people who want that apartment, especially if you're in the tech field. And this part of Oakland is it's okay. It's leading up to Broadway Terrace, and that's the more exclusive area. It's more affluent, I guess you could say. And I don't know, you can't see it here, but that's Oakland Technical High School. That's that was a weird school. I mean, in the heart of the ghetto, you got people, the drug dealer kids, going to school there, and then right on the, I mean, if you go towards San Francisco area west, I guess, then you see it's basically, hang on guys, let me get in the next lane. You get the ghetto, I mean, you get the poor people, man, you get all the crime over there, and then on the right hand side of this Broadway, you got the more affluent area where the rich people live. So you got a mixture of black people who are tough people in the ghetto with the white kids from the affluent neighborhoods. That's, to me, it's kind of a weird mix of people. I mean, you have your rich kids going or having classes with these tough guys or these gangsters, and I go, wow. But that's the way it is in Oakland. And like I said, things are changing here. San Francisco's too expensive, so you got people moving out here. Look at all these condos here. Look at these buildings. You can't see it on the left, man. I mean, these apartments were not here years ago. And I'm sure they're not cheap. Maybe $2,000 to $3,000 for a one-bedroom apartment. And it's true, it's going to be that high. But then you got all these people, it's usually the tech people that are the ones that are occupying most of these apartments. And I'm sure that there's more than 2 or 3 people living in one 2-bedroom apartment. I mean, that's the only way if you're going to survive here. Now look at this fool. Well, at least he signaled and he acknowledged me. Sure, okay. But then you got the other drivers. They don't shoot. They don't care. They'll cut in front of you. They'll speed up and go around you. They'll go on the bike lanes. Oh man, it's bad. But we're all going towards College Avenue, and we're going to be going home pretty soon. Yeah, they have a lot of restaurants. If you go that way, that's Broadway Terrace. They got a lot of nice houses out there. There's no poverty over there, that's for sure. Now I'm going towards Oakland on College Avenue. I've been here before, and it doesn't seem to be affected at all by the rioting. I don't see any boarded up buildings, but there's still a lot of restaurants out here that are not open. They're closed. Closed. Everything closed. Eyeglass places. Oh, the Irish pub is closed. Wow, that was a cute girl. And this is going towards Berkeley University, and I filmed there a couple of times, and that place is closed. You heard about what's going on in America now. The president wants to deport or send back people who are not in school, who are foreign exchange students. They got to go back to their country. And that's true. I mean, there's no sense in you staying here in America. Well, one of the reasons why they want to send them back is because right now the colleges are allowing all the students to take their courses online. But one of the specific requirements for foreign students is if you're going to study here in America, you have to be admitted and attend a bona fide university. But since all the universities are closed, that means that the students are not in class, so they're violating their agreement and staying here in America. They can't just stay here in America and take online courses, because you could do that anywhere. You could go in your own country and take online courses. You don't have to be here in America. That's the issue. And some of these schools, they're suing the government. They say that's unfair. But remember, it's all politics and money. If you're a foreign student coming here, you're paying double for tuition. Double. You're paying more than the Americans here. So that's big money. Big money for these schools. And they're fighting it. They don't want that. They don't want the government to do that. They want to keep these students here so they can keep paying. Well, look at this, man. There's a lot of people out here. There's folks out here. Are they afraid to go out and buy food? Oh, look at this. Eating here. It's called Cactus. They got good food over there. It's cheap, too. It's a Mexican food. Love their burritos there. But there was a lot of people. Oh, this is the main BART station. I guess that's why there's a lot of folks out there, because people are going home. If there are some people working in San Francisco that live over here, they're going home. But it's busy here. A little bit busier than where I live. Then again, there's a lot more stuff to buy and to there's a lot more restaurants here. Oh, there's Barney's Burgers. Man, that's a nice place to eat. And look at these places here. Oh, look, this is the Beer Baron. I've been there. It's an okay place. Oh, there's a lot of people eating outside. But look what they're doing right here. They're just sitting tables out in the street, these restaurants, so you can go outside and eat. Nice. Wow, that's cool. I guess the governor said everything should be locked down, but I don't see any lockdowns here. Don't see it. All right, we'll be back. Wow. Like I was saying, this road is messed up. And I got an idiot with a broken down car behind me that's driving erratically. Some fool. And here, good. He's going to the other lane. And usually when people are driving too damn close, I drive too damn slow. Frustrated. There you go. See it? See this guy? And this stupid car, it's broken. Oh, no wonder. He just bought it. Who would buy this piece of trash car? Now, you don't really want to say anything, or you don't want to flip them off, or you don't ever want to cause any road rage with people nowadays, because these people, they have nothing to lose. Some of them are from prison. You know, they got this really violent, excuse me, oh man, I've been burping. You got people who are driving around without license, with a violent disposition. These guys, like this guy here, this brown car is obviously maybe a might have spent some time in the pen because he drives stupid. Yeah, you just have to be careful. And growing up in the city, if you're gonna try to flip somebody off or try to cut them off, they're gonna get back at you and retaliate. Oh man, look at this garbage, guys. Here we are. Now you know we're in Oakland. Damn. Jesus Christ, look at this, guys. Yeah, you know what? It's not just black people living in these areas too. There's some white people living in there. So do you know why, how, or why, or can you recognize we're in Oakland? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know how you can recognize Oakland from any other city? Oh my God. Now, like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of businesses here that are closed, that are for years have been boarded up. And if you got these rioters just breaking the windows, doesn't make sense. Now these businesses, they're gonna get pissed that you keep breaking my windows because of Black Lives Matter. I will never come back. Hey man, shit, I will never come back to the city too. You're gonna do that to my business. And there's a big hospital to the left, one of the biggest and most important. Man, look at this man. People are going to the market and the store, and they have this. Oh well, this guy's car broke down. Okay, all right. He was parked the other way, on the opposite way. I go, what the hell is this guy doing, man? Nothing is too strange in this city, man. You got people that'll do just about anything they want to do. But this area, man, I'm telling you, it was a bad area, man. Torn up buildings, some slumlord apartments. But now it's like they cleared out all these buildings that are bad, and they're putting apartments here everywhere. But they do need to fix this road though, because look at this road, man, it's bad. Big hole. But this is central downtown. We're back again, going home, and man, just buildings everywhere. You see skyscrapers and cranes everywhere. They know that this land can be bought really cheap, and so once they buy it, even if it's in the ghetto, but you got to remember something. They call it, like I said, gentrification. When you move out the poor people and the crime and all the bad people, all the good people move in, and it's a rejuvenation of the city. Now this place was bad too. Look at this pink building over here. This was a horrible building for years. They should tear that damn thing down. And right across, they just built the new apartments or condos. And down this area over there used to be West Oakland. Really bad. Terrible place. I wouldn't even walk around in that area, man. But you know we're in Oakland because look, we got all the graffiti. Man, they should ban those spray cans, dude. Ban them all. Get rid of them. Look at these people here. Is that the cannabis place? Oh yeah. Man, they got people. A long line of people buying cannabis. That's marijuana, folks. Yeah, marijuana is legal in California. Look at this, man. You got all these bad drug addicts and loiterers all over town, and then you got people with dogs, Asians, white people all over walking around. It's like, did you know that this neighborhood was bad years ago? Did you know you couldn't walk here at night? But there's still a few buildings out here. They tore down a lot, man. look at this. To my left. Oh wow, that was a world famous. Oh, it's still there, but I'm sure they're going to tear it down soon. That burger place over here, Quick Ways. I used to buy French fries there all the time. But some of these buildings here, they're getting rid of them, and it's about time. Replacing them with expensive apartments. No, you see a lot of graffiti still. What is up with that? Oh man, that is nasty. Stop with the graffiti. Look at that. Look at that. That used to be a club right over there. Oh, wait, you can't see it. Right there. That was a really nice club. It was called the Fox nightclub. Now, like I said, this is uptown. It used to be up and coming with a lot of clubs, but they're closed. Businesses are closed. Bars are closed here, so they're obviously not going to be there too long. They may be closed permanently. You know, if you can't pay your rent, can't pay, and nobody's going up to the clubs, it doesn't make sense. But that was a really elegant club. Very expensive. They called it the Den, but look at that. What they did. What the effing stuff they put on the wall. Oh my God. Look at this place. It's nothing here but clothes. This was the bar area, guys. Oh, look at this. Oh, everything's... I mean, it's going to get to that point where everything, if you're going to maintain a business here in the city, you're going to have to put a, what do you call those, a gate, locking gate, so people can try to break in. And these bars were targeted. Look at this, man. This is nasty. Oh my God. What is this building? Don't know. Flowers of Oakland. Oh man, mixture of graffiti art. Oh man, on the left side, if you could see what's going on over there, that's a mess. That sucks. Who would want to be living next door to that? But where the hell is the Black Lives Matter sign on the road? Where is it? They do it in San Leandro. Why don't they do it in Oakland? They could deface San Leandro. I'm surprised nobody is... I'm really surprised that nobody has done anything or complained about that stupid sign in downtown San Leandro. It was the stupidest sign I've ever seen. Okay, I gotta keep my window. Oh man, like I said, man, the streets over there were blocked off, and they had some restaurants. And man, look at the bank, man. That's bullshit, man. Did you see that? The Wells Fargo Bank, they actually painted graffiti on the window. Now, it's not even boarded. They just painted it on the window. Now, if you were the president of that bank, will you tolerate that? Or the Wells Fargo company will tolerate that? Defacing your private property with graffiti? And you know what? The way people are getting away with that shit is that if you don't, you know, hold these people accountable for defacing private property, they're just going to keep doing it. You repaint that or you fix it, these same fools will come back. And look at this Kaiser building also too. Man, they just graffiti the windows too. Do you think people are going to tolerate it and want to open up business? And look at the Marriott. At least that's not too bad. Although they did put their Visit Oakland. Nobody's going to... Oh, yeah, they did put some... oh, man. Oh, look at it over here. Look at over here. There used to be a bunch of stores there. They're all closed. All boarded up, man. Look. Boarded up. Just like here in Chinatown. Man, Chinatown is a mess. You would not want to be around here. And here's the Oakland police. I better go around. What's going on, man? Here's Oakland's finest. Is there some criminals out on the street? But look at Chinatown. Chinatown is a mess. There used to be lots of Chinamen here, but they're all moving out, especially in San Leandro. There's so many. And all these big supermarkets, big Chinese markets are moving into the city. Nobody wants to live here in the city because you're faced with all of this violence and this crime, faced with all of these environments of people, homeless people living right outside your door. You have these sideshows going on, and you got all the protesting going on all the time, man. Now, I'm not sure why the cop is stopped in the middle of the street. But it used to be thriving here, guys, here in Chinatown. But Chinatown is bad. Look at that. They just, shoot. Look at that over there. They put, look at this, somebody's business, and they would just paint some useless graffiti on there. Horrible. Terrible. It's bad. And that's why I see Chinatown is dying too. Chinatown is dying, guys. Oh my God. Then there's the birds, the pigeons, all the graffiti. Now, what police department is that? I don't never see the cop in a white car. I wonder what this jurisdiction he's at. Yeah, let's take a look over here. Some of the streets have been closed down too. Oh man, I'm telling you, I hate Oakland streets. Bad on my tires. Ooh, look at this woman with a nice camera, sexy body, sexy body, do 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 do, sexy body. All right, let's try to get into some song and music right now. Well, they do have some police, the BART officers, trying to clear the area, making sure there's no riffraff around. Man, they built these blockades or barricades on the street. I have no clue as to why they do that. Should keep the streets open. Well, guys, this is almost the end of the vlog, and here we are at Laney College. Laney College is a junior college. There's a few junior colleges here in the city, and I think it's about time we say thank you for watching my video today, and please like and subscribe. There's a red button on the video. Hit that button. What that does, it says to YouTube you like the content, you like the video, and they give me money. It ain't free putting out videos. It costs money, gas. I could use the extra bucks today, especially the gas prices are almost $3 now. And just to give you content, man, please support me and my channel. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And keep watching, and maybe tomorrow. Well, anyway, I don't know if I'll vlog tomorrow. There's nothing happening. All you see is homeless. Oh my God, there's another homeless encampment there. Oh man, right in the park. That was bad. But like I said, please, and I'm using the word but, please like and subscribe again for the last time, and please thank you. Please thank the Lord for all the blessings that we shall receive. And hopefully you guys will stay safe out there. Take care. We'll see you on the next video. Bye. Okay guys, thank you for watching my video today. Please like, subscribe and share this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this trip, my short trip and my vlog today. So please keep watching and supporting this channel. And please, if you have any comments, please leave a comment below. And I want to thank everybody once again. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.